All right, so here he is, the ubiquitous Nick Diaz. It's hard to quantify his contribution to mixed martial arts. I will just lead by saying that this man brought a lot of fans into this sport, and when he fights, building's still packed to the nines.
Yes, absolutely. Nick Diaz has a fan base that will follow him through anything, and rightfully so. He won the Strikeforce Welterweight Championship, defended it in a ton of crazy fights, knocking out Paul Daly, knocking out Marius Zaromskis, and then coming back to the UFC and getting wins over BJ Penn, fighting George St. Pierre, and then also sharing the octagon with Anderson Silva. So it was only big fights for Nick Diaz because he was such a star and such a draw.
And sometimes people lose sight of just how good he was in his prime. 2008 to 2011, Nick Diaz won 11 consecutive fights. Well, with respect to Justin Gaethje and anyone else you want to throw in the mix, this is about as watchable a fighter as we have on the UFC roster, the former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson is just nasty, from the elbows that he lands on the feet to on the back, the submission ability that he possesses, one of the most diverse strikers in the UFC. And with a college wrestling background, every time you step foot in the octagon with Ferguson, you know that you have your hands full.
And there's some fighters who just don't like training, right? Frank Mir would always say, I don't like to train. Tony Ferguson loves to train. He'll go 5 or 6 hours hard.
That's crazy.
And from a work ethic standpoint, few guys are going to be able to match that. Tony Ferguson, ready to engage in another high-profile matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Nick Diaz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, he has spent much of his career fighting elite competition, and more often than not, Tony Ferguson has had his hand raised. So I think this is an intimidating guy to fight. You're not going to out-cardio Tony Ferguson. Finish you with submissions, with strikes. One of the more well-rounded and watchable fighters on this UFC roster, top to bottom. They're certainly getting after it early. Clean hook there. Nice connection there by Tony Ferguson. You're probably glad you never had to prepare for a fighter like this in your day.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure there's anyone like that going up in the weights. Tony Ferguson does not give you any idea of what you're facing. When you're in there, you're confused. He doesn't give you any type of pattern inside the octagon. Wow!
Huge knee to the body. That one connected.
It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two. He loaded up there on that high kick.
Lands the jab.
Strike two.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ferguson. He can truly do it all. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Midway through round one. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Effective punch from the clinch there by Diaz. El Cucuy swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Straight punch, that is useful. Ferguson gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. That one appeared to stun him.
He's hurt again.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Ferguson's kick to the body, that one blocked. Under 2 minutes to go in our first round. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Clean with the right hook. Oh, Diaz's eye starting to swell now. Got the single collar tie.
Tony Ferguson has a chin on him.
Ferguson gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Push kick there to the body. Just hard to know what's coming from Tony Ferguson. Hard to know which leg he's going to lead with. Nice hook. Lands another strike upstairs. For his opponent, that is certainly... Oh, and he locks up the triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pulling down on the head, beating the hip, and he will definitely get the submission.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All these shots only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Ferguson's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound. Second round, straight ahead. Well, in vintage form there as the round comes to an end. Nearly got his opponent out of there, stunned him several times. Huge round from Diaz. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Another right hand gets through. Beautiful straight punch there by Ferguson. Straight right is there. And that left hook landed on the button. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Nice jab there to the body by Diaz. Diaz covering up.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are gonna have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went...
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank. He's got the single tie.
Oh, nice elbows by him.
Insane to see a guy go more than one elbow at a time, but why not? They're landing.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack him.
Well, he has done some serious damage with these elbows, DC, and if you're on the other side, you got to figure out a way to stop this from happening.
You got to get those hands up. You got to block whenever you're in tight. Make sure you're not taking all these nasty elbows. Now he's going full mount. This is where he wants to be.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up.
In the half guard.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, he's got it locked in tight now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You gotta think he's gonna continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the
guy's trying to get to the darts here. Oh my goodness, that darts choke is very tight.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. There it is, now he's running him out. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, right back to the full mount. Ferguson's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. And now he's got the back. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Under a minute to go.
In the half guard.
Diaz is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Strong reversal there.
Has the guard closed here. El Cuckoo is looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's... Final seconds here. Good work from the top here by Ferguson. Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take more of these shots. And he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway.
He didn't like that left hand.
Oh, he is hurting for certain. And Ferguson, I have to say, absorbing those strikes quite well.
outside kick.
Oh, Superman punch. Another nice leg kick. Diaz gets tattooed by that stiff jab. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Nice. All right, there it is, yet another strike targeting that already bruised area. Oh, big diving punch lands up top. Diaz is in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the and attains a dominant position. Oh, Diaz is back in full mount. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Oh, how about that reversal by him there? All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Right into side control. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. And a miss with the right hook. Diaz is definitely taking aim at that cut right now. Oh! Huge right hand! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Strong defense.
It's been a crazy fight.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if he gets to this. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to... Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is tight. Oh, man, that was slick.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to...
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now.
Right to the knee on belly. Nice defense.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, no surprise to see him continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm gonna stay on.
20 seconds now remain in the round. 15 seconds. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Diaz. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that pull shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps, that comes with taking your time. You get excited, and you want to finish it because you think it's right there, but at times you just overswing and you miss a lot. He needs to slow down if he wants to get his opponent out of this fight.
All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him, you see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
Trying to connect now with the overhand left. No good. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the... That'll do it! Oh! Woo! I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 38 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nick Diaz!
Nick Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, probably will be a subdued celebration as usual, but make no mistake about it. This was a big win here tonight and a very impressive performance out of Nick Diaz. Perhaps his next fight will be for the UFC welterweight title.